Welcome back to the Star X podcast, where we're solving for sci-fi. My name is Mike,
My name is Jenae.
and X equals...
Gate.
That's right. This is a sci-fi rewatch podcast. We're going through Stargate SG-1, and right now we are on episode 6, which is the titled...
Cold Lazarus.
Cold Lazarus. Yeah. And this is actually, I think this was a really good episode.
Love this episode. Always have. Yeah.
Yeah. I really like this one. This one you get
some good background on O'Neill, mostly with his son.
This one hits you in the feels.
And his wife.
Yeah. Gets you feels. It's kind of a tearjerker. Well, at least it was for me, but
it was for him.
But I cry at everything.
Yeah, so. He does.
It's not hard for me to get the waterworks going. But okay, so this episode we'll get into the intro of it, and then we'll go through the summary. But this one aired on August 29th, 1997, and it was directed by Ken. I'm assuming it's Girardi, or maybe it's Girardi, but something like that. But good job, Ken. Written by Jeff King, and then of course character credits for Dean and Roland, as always. Let's just get into the guest cast. Harley Jane Kozak, she plays Sarah O'Neill, so Jack's ex-wife.
Yes, and I always remember her from Arachnophobia. Remember that movie? It's so good. She plays the wife of Jeff Daniels.
You know, I've seen the movie, but I would not even have remembered that.
Oh, me and my siblings, we watched it all the time. It was a big movie. I can't even remember what year it came out. I had to have been a teenager, maybe 14.
Late 80s, probably. Sometime in the 80s.
13, 14. Anyways, we loved it. So I just remember her from that.
Yeah, I mean, I think I saw it once. It wasn't one of the movies I watched a lot or
so
over
good.
and over.
Such a good, creepy spider movie.
Yeah, it's a good, scary family movie. I kind of remember that.
Let's pull it out and watch it.
I'd watch it.
It's been years.
So Harley Jane Kozak is Sarah O'Neill of Arachnophobia fame. Let's see. Obviously, we get Dr. Fraser in this episode, Terrell Rothery. So she's not really a guest cast, though. She's more like...
She becomes pretty much
she's like
a main.
I consider her like a regular.
I do, too.
You know? Wally Dalton plays Sarah's father. And, man, I'm looking at his IMDb photo right now. And, man, he definitely looks a lot younger in the episode.
Yeah.
But, no shade, obviously. Kyle Graham plays Charlie, the son. We got Jane Spence plays a nurse. Mark Bauer plays a cop. Cameron Moore plays a laboratory assistant. And that's pretty much everybody. Charles Andrew Payne plays a guard. They have on here. NCO. So
I don't think you have to go through like the cops and the guards.
Well, I was just reading. Oh, also, did I say Mark Bauer, senior cop?
I would say the main guest characters are Sarah O'Neill or Harley Jane Kozak
and Wally Dalton.
And Kyle Graham as Charlie O'Neill.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, hey, all you
and
other
we've
guys.
Got Cop 1 is...
Good job, everybody.
Good job, Cop 1.
Cop 1.
Guard 2. Nurse.
Yeah, nurse. Well, these were the ones at the top of the IMDb page. So
moving on.
Yeah. So users rated this episode a 7.5 on IMDb. So that's pretty high.
That is. Yeah.
I think this was really good. Yeah. I really thought this was good.
Same.
So like you said, we get into some backstory with O'Neill, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. which we definitely needed because
yeah,
you don't get a ton in the movie. You just know what happens.
Yeah, you get the basics, and this kind of delves into it. But if you've never seen the movie, you wouldn't know anything.
You wouldn't know anything. Yeah.
So this at least explains kind of what happened.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Shall we dive in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
This week on Stargate SG-1, the team encounters an alien mystery that cuts far deeper than any Goa'uld plot. It reaches straight into Colonel Jack O'Neill's broken heart. SG-1 travels to a striking alien world covered in yellow sand and scattered blue crystals. While investigating a massive pit filled with shattered crystal formations, Jack is suddenly struck by a surge of energy after touching one of the intact structures. The team regroups and returns to Earth, unaware that Jack, who walks back through the Stargate, isn't quite the same man.
Oh, he's not even the same man at all, actually.
Yeah. So they're on this kind of cool looking planet.
Yeah.
It's all yellow sand, which I wonder what they used.
Oh, it's in the trivia.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. So we will find out later. And so the blue and yellow, so it's kind of a cool looking planet. Not your typical just, forest.
No,
which the other episodes have been.
It's not Vancouver forest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so they're looking at these crystals, trying to figure out what they are. Daniel and Carter are trying, they can tell they've been broken somehow, these crystals.
Yeah.
And then O'Neill, I think it's funny how he's like, Tilk. And then Tilk looks at him and he gives him some sign like army language with his hands.
Like the hand
Instead
sign.
of just saying, I'm going over here, it's like taps his chest and goes over and points.
Yeah, totally. I didn't even really
And that would have been the perfect time, don't you think, for Tilk to be like, Indeed.
Yeah, totally.
But alas, no.
No.
So then O'Neill goes and checks out another kind of area that has all these crystals.
Yeah.
And those ones don't look as broken up.
Right.
As the ones that Carter and Daniel are looking at.
Yeah, they're looking at just like a big yard of shattered crystals, basically.
Yeah. And so like it says, he gets shot. He goes to touch it. I don't know if he actually touches it.
I don't know if he actually touches it, but he's like going to touch it.
And it just gets zapped back.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you see this other body come into the frame. And it's another O'Neill.
Another O'Neill. Yeah.
Looking down at the real one who's been knocked out. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. And then they're like, okay, well, time to go back. And, it wasn't even O'Neill that makes the call. It's like, basically like, I guess they kind of like say,
well, they're like done. They've got their stuff.
Yeah.
And then they're basically just, instead of using their walkies, they're just like,
hey,
O'Neill, Jack, yeah.
Where'd you go? And doesn't Tilk kind of like point?
Doing the sign language thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not the real Jack going through with them.
Right.
Okay. Shall I move on?
Well, so they get back to Earth, and the first scene is them kind of they get back to Earth and they're in the locker room. Jack's in the locker room kind of going through
and he's looking
the
through the locker with all the shoebox of stuff.
The shoebox of stuff. And then
photos.
Of course, Carter comes walking in. It's just kind of like, well,
I love Carter.
I need to change. She's making these
This
small
turns into the ladies' locker room now. I love sandy planets. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. I gotta change.
Yeah, and then he's still not doing anything. So she kind of like moseys on over, like,
oh, you got a family.
I'm an auntie myself. Like, she's trying to like have this awkward conversation.
Yeah. Kind of like, well, I guess if he's like, because he's acting super weird, obviously.
Yeah, he's not really saying anything. He's just looking through his photos. And so she's trying to like make some sort of small talk.
Yeah.
And then he's like, he basically gets up and leaves.
Yeah, he leaves and he passes Jackson. And
Yeah.
then Jackson's like, well, and of course, even though it's now the ladies' locker room,
Jackson comes right on in.
Well, he seems focused, and she's like, yeah,
Yeah, I didn't even know he had a family.
Yeah.
Like, so this is kind of how she finds out, by probing Daniel Jackson throughout the show,
right, yeah.
And so she's just like, oh, I didn't even know he had a family. I guess he wanted to get home to them. And then he's just like, oh, she goes, I didn't know that he was married. And then that's when he's like, well, he's not. They separated after his son died.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
But yeah. And then it cuts to like Teal'c just randomly, you told me you'd show me your world, as O'Neill is like leaving.
Right.
And he's like, another time.
I'd like that to be the day.
Like, I would like that to be today.
Yeah.
It's like, well, just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But I kind of get it. He probably wants to get the heck out of the SGC.
Yeah, I'm sure he's sick of being in there.
Yeah, totally. I mean, even though you get to go through the Stargate, it's still got to suck when you're...
Well, yeah, and like he's already been there for a while. You'd think they would have they all go home.
Yeah, clearly they
all have homes.
Yeah, they all have they've been on many missions, as we know.
Exactly, ones we haven't even seen. And so you'd think they would have taken him out by now.
Yeah, they've never let him
taken him out for steak or something,
Right. So I don't. So apparently he's
so that was not the day that he was going to get to go out and see Earth.
But he actually does get to leave.
But isn't it right after that though? He's like, I'm going to watch some TV.
Oh yeah, he goes in and it seems like it's the first time he's ever flipped on a TV. And he's like looking at it, and it's like all this like crazy news stuff,
war stuff, and like
loud MTV
vandalism. Yeah, loud music. Makes it just look like our world just is, chaotic.
Pretty much what it is.
Chaos. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Moving on. So back at the SGC, subtle cracks begin to show. This version of O'Neill is distant, curious, emotionally raw. He rifles through personal photos of Sarah and Charlie. He seeks out his estranged wife, and most unsettling of all, he asks for Charlie, their son, who died in a tragic accident years earlier.
Yeah.
So I feel bad for Sarah.
Oh, this is horrible for her.
Horrible.
Yeah. This whole thing is just like trauma,
It's just bringing up all the trauma, because why he left, and he's asking for Charlie, and
he just shows up.
House. Yeah. Mm-hmm. When he's the one that left too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's the one.
No
that
explanation.
Left. I mean, I would assume there was more than no. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's O'Neill, so who knows how he I'm sure he was emotionally distant. That,
Mm-hmm. That he doesn't say
and we
anything.
know how he was in the movie. He was basically like dead inside.
Yeah, there was no speaking.
Yeah, no speaking. Right. He was a man of few words.
Yeah,
as you say.
And so they're kind of showing because he's kind of getting memories, right? Because he's not Jack, so he's getting these
but he has Jack's
flashes of memories, and so you see the one where they hear the gunshot.
Yeah, well, and you get to see like he's this happy family man. Mm-hmm. Everything's hunky dory.
They look like they're happily married. They're they've got this good little family life.
Yeah,
and then it's pretty sad. It's dark. It's a dark little story. For him.
Yeah, and it goes right off of the movie. Mm-hmm. Of what would have happened, and they only really tell you in the movie that what happens, but. Yeah.
And I think they did a good job in this episode, because that is such a dark story and a sad thing to happen, to where they kind of kept it in the feel of Stargate SG-1.
Yeah.
A little lighter, they kind of give it a little bit of closure.
They make it feel wholesome in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I think they did a good job with that. But so he's reached out to Sarah. He just shows up. And do we know why? Like, is he just curious about these? Because this is an alien.
Yeah. He thinks that he's trying to, he doesn't understand that Charlie is like dead.
He's gone.
He's trying to bring Charlie back to heal Jack. And he doesn't understand, or the alien doesn't understand like how humanity works and everything, because they're basically like energy.
Right.
So they're,
so he's just trying to help Jack.
Yeah. And so then
that's
he gets
like the kind of beings they are, right?
Yeah, that's all he's doing. And at the same time, not understanding that he's really,
what's really happening.
Yeah. And how he's really making everything worse for Sarah, you know?
Yeah.
And because he doesn't really get it, but he kind of starts to get it.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, so we get to see a lot of the backstory. It really, like, it catches us up with everything. So you really know how Jack becomes Jack.
Right.
You know, and
what has happened.
Yeah.
Okay, let me move on.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Carter and Daniel discover something extraordinary. The crystal they brought back contains a form of electromagnetic energy capable of mimicry. Mimicry. Copying faces, thoughts, even personalities. The Goa'uld once encountered these beings, mistook their accidental harm for aggression, and annihilated their entire race. The pit of broken crystals wasn't ceremonial, it was a mass grave, which is so sad.
Yeah.
When you think about it. And they've been Carter and Jackson have been studying these crystals, and they
actually shoot one.
They figure out like, oh, I've seen a clean cut like this before. So they grab Tilk to get his staff weapon, you know?
Yeah. So they basically
I like how they're like trying to like use him to, you know, break the rules.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
That was...
They're having their own little fun.
They come running in when he's watching TV, you know, and they're like, "Hey, Jack, hey, Tilk, we need you to get your staff." Like all excited.
Let's do this.
Like they're
this
like
project,
kids, you know? Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what they notice is all the broken crystals have that same
like the
cut from like a staff weapon.
Right. Yeah, and then so they fire the staff weapon, and then the alarms all go off, and Tilk's like, "Did you guys get permission from me to fire my staff weapon?" They're like, "Oh yeah, sure,
clearly we did."
Which again is
as
just,
they're being yelled
like,
at.
They're acting like they didn't like they didn't even think about it.
Yeah,
like they were all just
when you know
excited.
They would have.
Yeah.
But it's kind of sad to think though that they have been like, I mean, they're killing.
Yeah, they just killed this.
They just killed this.
I mean, they didn't know, obviously.
I know, but it's still sad.
Yeah,
you know. But yeah, and so it starts. It's Daniel that looks at it first, right? It's just staring at it. It starts to mimic his face, and he freaks out, jumps back, and then he's like, basically telling Sam, like, "Well, I'm not going to do it again. You try it." And she goes up and it does it to her.
Yeah.
And it comes and it doesn't have enough energy. It can't keep its form for very long.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's like, "Holy Hannah."
Holy Hannah?
I don't know how many times she says Holy
Hannah.
But yeah, and then that's at the same time when they're kind of noticing that's when like the Stargate activates and Jack, the actual Jack, is coming back through. So
oh, right. When they shoot at, and I thought it was funny too, because you have it written right here, but that was funny when when it makes him jump, when the crystal is mimicking his face and he's like really fast. He's like, "Captain Carter Tilk."
Yeah.
Sounds like one word. Captain Carter Tilk.
That's right.
And then Holy Hannah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a lot of funny lines in that scene.
So they keep it a little light on that side of it with all this other heavy
stuff going on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So then the gate turns on and
the real Jack comes
Jack comes through. Yeah. Do you want me to keep going on the summary here?
Yeah, sure.
After injuring the real Jack during first contact, the entity scanned his mind. It saw not just a soldier, but a father shattered by guilt. Believing his deepest wound was physical, it attempted to repair him. But what it found was grief, an empty place in his heart where Charlie once lived. So it tried the only solution it understood, bringing Charlie back. So So the real Jack comes through.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're all kind of like, what the hell?
Yeah. They
immediately
take him
think
into custody.
Yeah, they take him into custody, and that's and True O'Neill just sitting there just yelling
at the camera. Well, and it's pretty funny how I think they figured it out pretty quick, because the other Jack was so weird.
Yeah.
And then this guy just
seems completely being like Jack O'Neill.
Yeah. Just
so they're
all
out.
Standing there just kind of studying him through the camera, and just
and then it kind of hits them like, where's the other Jack?
Yeah.
Like he's gone.
And they do this one shot on Carter's face, and she's just laughing because of the way he's acting, know.
This is Jack.
Yeah.
This is the real Jack.
It's a good reaction shot.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I think with all of them standing there just okay.
Yeah.
Now we got to go find the other Jack, who is now gone.
Yeah, exactly.
And so the other Jack is still with Sarah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's still with Sarah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
as the duplicate begins to destabilize under Earth's strong electromagnetic field, radiation levels rise. The situation escalates to a hospital evacuation when the entity, still in O'Neill's form, starts breaking down. The real Jack finally confronts his double, and the being reveals the truth. It never meant to deceive or replace him. It only wanted to make him whole. So yeah, that kind of starts and this is where I felt so bad too for Sarah, is when they're sitting at the park. They're up on the bench, O'Neill and Sarah. And she's like, I love her expression, how she's just like, hey, are you going to say something? Why are you here? Are we getting back together? Or,
And that's kind of what makes it kind of sad, because obviously she would be down for that.
Yeah. And she's kind of has some hope that he's reached out now and he's kind of back.
Right.
Yeah. So I feel bad for her with that. But, and then that's when the whole destabilization starts happening. Right.
Right. Yeah. And he stands up and then he collapses, and he's he's being basically he's being shocked by the Emperor on Star Wars.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, that's when they realize that when they're in the SGC, and Carter's like, well, he was looking through all of your stuff in the locker, and then he immediately realizes,
where he's at.
Yeah, he went to Sarah.
Yeah.
So now they all go running off to go.
Well, have they already spoken with the crystal?
Oh, I think
the crystal kind of explains what happened, that they were attacked, destroyed.
Yeah, that happened around the time when
it was when Jack comes back through.
Yeah,
just before they leave.
Yeah.
To go get the other Jack.
So they know what's going on at this point.
Yeah.
And I think it even explains that it's destabilizing the energy, right. It's going to be a problem if they don't do something.
Yeah.
So they go running off to, and that's when, they're going to leave the SGC, and apparently for the first time, Teal'c is leaving the SGC himself.
Yeah, he's actually going to go out, and he has his staff weapon, and they're like, Teal'c, you can't take that. And what does he say?
He's like, what does he say? I've seen your world. I'm going to need it. Which is really funny. I mean,
your world crazy.
Yeah. So they give him a hat to wear over his, obviously over his head, his gold forehead thing. And it's a hat that says Chicago on it. It's a Chicago. So immediately he reads it, and then it's almost like he's been reading the encyclopedia. He starts just rambling off Chicago facts.
Yeah.
Chicago, the Windy City, home of the Bulls, the White Sox, all this stuff.
He's just been I'm going to learn about Earth.
Yeah, it's like it's all academic.
Yeah. And I think it's funny when they keep putting this hat on him, to cover this thing, when honestly, if I saw if I saw him out in the world with this thing on his forehead, I would just think it was some weird tattoo.
Yeah, I know. I
wouldn't think alien.
Oh, I know. I would.
So it's funny they put this hat on him.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe maybe these days it would be even less of a.
I'd be more concerned about him than showing his stomach,
showing Junior.
Yeah, showing Junior.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
So don't the soldiers end up at the park where Sarah and O'Neill are?
Well, she takes him to the hospital.
Okay.
And that's where they end up.
That's where they are.
Hospital.
Yeah. And her reaction is pretty good.
Well, so she has to leave the room because the other Jack starts kind of like really like going all
this energy. Yeah,
yeah. And so then all of a sudden Jack and everybody else comes like running down the hall, and her look on her face
Jack
is like whoa.
She's just like, wait, you were just in there.
Like WTF.
Kinda, what is going on?
Yeah. It's great acting.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I was feeling it.
Arachnophobia.
Yeah. I guess we'll have to check it out again. Seriously, she did great though.
Yeah. So Jack is going to go talk to him. Yeah. He's going to kind of risk it to help this alien.
Yeah. So the other thing that I thought was kind of funny when they were in the hospital. So Jack comes running down the hall and that whole thing happens.
Right.
And then Sam goes up to Sarah, his ex-wife. It like goes to like kind of walk out. They go walking out together, and the shot of them, it's just so funny. Like when they turn around and they're like walking out together, they
almost look like the same person.
Well, if Sam wasn't wearing like military clothes, you wouldn't know which was which.
Yeah, they almost look like the same height. They had the same haircut.
Practically the same haircut.
Yeah,
Jack has a type.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just thought that was so funny.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I wonder if they thought about that, like when they cast her, they're like, should we give him that kind of like a type?
Maybe
make Sarah.
Yeah, they could have, because they already were having them kind of have this chemistry.
Yeah,
Jack and
Sam. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
They have a little bit.
Yeah, could have.
So, but So Jack goes in and starts talking to his alien counterpart, and they kind of have this like Jack pulls out his gun like, I'm not here to hurt you, and he pulls out his gun and like sets it down, and I'm like, why would you even do that? Like, what? There's no like that alien wouldn't have any.
And you didn't even see it. He had like in his pocket or something.
And the other thing, I thought that was kind of funny, and I get what they were doing. They were just trying to make it look like I'm not here to harm you, kind of a vibe. But they have these like radiation suits, but they only are wearing the helmet,
part,
and not any of the other stuff. To like just regular clothes from like.
Yeah, it's not protecting them whatsoever at all.
Yeah. That's what I was like thinking.
And
like, wouldn't they need like full body radiation suits?
Well, you think they need almost like bomb suits on, because it's like this like electromagnetic lightning or something that's coming off of him.
Yeah, well, and
because it shoots O'Neill out.
And they do know that it's like he's somehow emitting some kind of radiation. That's what they figure out. So like. It sounds like it could be like nuclear explosion possibility if he like really like goes, But so like Sam is she's got obviously some kind of Geiger counter or something checking the radiation. It's low enough where they can get him out quick enough, but they kind of got to go. But it's just funny to me, like, oh well, let's just put the hats on them. That'll be good enough.
Yeah.
To show protection,
Let's just move on.
Yeah. Let's not like put them in like a full body hazmat suit.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
whatever they call those, right? Radiation suits.
So he has a conversation.
Yeah. With
this
him.
Alien, Jack.
And that's when he explains a lot of the stuff about, I was trying to
help
heal you.
Yeah.
And I thought if I could bring Charlie back, then that would make you all better, that kind of a thing. But I didn't realize that Charlie, when you die,
there's more to this than
you can't just bring somebody back.
Yeah.
From a human can't just be brought
back. And
back.
why does he turn into Charlie? Was that helping with the energy in any way, or
I think it was like a closure
or just a thing for O'Neill?
Yeah, he turns into Charlie, and I mean, and obviously, like Jack is like completely, gobsmacked by that, and he understands, this is an alien, and we got to get out of here. And I think the alien was really trying to do it for some kind of like healing purpose,
because the whole time he's been trying to help.
Yeah,
yeah,
and then he's like, well, is Sarah O'Neill here? Like he wants to. I feel like that's kind of a controversial thing of like taking this child, this being that looks like your child out to show your, the grieving mother.
Yeah.
That they're, and who has absolutely no context of where this thing came from.
No. And all she has is Jack has mentioned Stargate a couple times.
The alien
needs Jack
to get to the Stargate.
Yeah, and she has no idea what that means. Doesn't know that there's aliens or other planets or
nothing.
And then all of a sudden her son comes walking out.
Yeah.
That would be a little traumatic.
Yeah, completely. And of course, it made me tear up,
Yeah.
Like, I mean, had to be rough.
Yeah. And again, she has a good reaction to it.
Oh, her reaction is like, awesome.
She's basically like, just shut up. I just want to look at him.
Yeah.
Don't even explain to me right now.
Yeah.
Just let me look at him.
Like let me just sit here and kind of like take this in.
Take it in because obviously it's not really him, but let me just imagine it
for a minute.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Where did I leave off here? Okay, so basically what we're talking about, in a final emotionally devastating moment, the entity transforms into Charlie, not resurrected flesh and blood, but a reflection of what still lives inside Jack. Charlie tells his father something he's needed to hear for years. You can't change what happened. The loss will always exist, but so will the love. So then that's when they bring, Charlie out to Sarah, and they get these aliens back to their planet.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Through the gate.
So so he takes, that's in the next part of the summary, walks him back through the Stargate.
Yeah, it says Jack walks his son back through the Stargate, returning the dying alien to its homeworld. Before he leaves, he shares a quiet, honest moment with Sarah, an acknowledgement of their shared grief and the love that once made them the greatest. Yeah, it's a little sad. It's sad when and I know it's just a show, but to see a relationship have that trauma.
Yeah.
And
totally.
And have to, that they couldn't make it together,
Right. And it's almost, they could have easily, I mean, I kind of get why they didn't do it, but they could have rekindled that in the show. Cause I mean, she seemed like, maybe that would have been too complicated for the show.
For the actual, I think it probably would have. I think it's kind of like they had to just show this story because it came from the movie.
Yeah.
Here's like this background. Okay, now let's move on.
But they make it's so well done that you're just like, well, why not?
Why couldn't they make it work?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, they do a really good job with it.
That's kind of what I was thinking. It was just like, well, this was almost like too good to just, she does come back one or two times.
She does?
Yeah, I think so. Like, this isn't the last time I'm pretty sure this isn't the last time we see her.
Oh, it is the last time.
I'm pretty sure it's not
the
last time
I think it is. I don't think she comes back.
Oh, you think it is?
Unless it's a flashback, but I think this is the only time we ever see her.
Oh, maybe. I thought for sure that she might be in another episode or two.
No. I could be wrong. I don't think so.
Well, should we see? I guess we could just look her up.
I know there's that one, which is a great episode, where there's O'Neill comes back as a kid, like as a teenager.
Oh yeah.
There's that one.
Yeah, that kid did a good job. That'll be a good episode. Let's see.
I'll have the little last quote here I'll read off. It says, Cold Lazarus isn't about alien tech or interstellar politics. It's about grief, guilt, the armor we wear to survive loss, and the painful truth that healing doesn't mean undoing the past. It means carrying it differently.
Yeah.
Cold Lazarus. Is that like a biblical
Yeah,
term?
because in the Bible, Lazarus is the person that comes back from the dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the guy that. No, I don't.
What's the cold mean? Like, why are they calling it Cold Lazarus? Do you know? I mean, I know they gave this little sweet little explanation right here, but I was just curious.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
it does say one episode.
Yeah,
one episode.
She's only in this episode.
I could have sworn she comes back again. Well,
no,
I'm wrong.
You are wrong.
But I don't know why it's called Cold.
Okay, I was just curious.
I mean, I don't know. I'm sure if I thought about it long enough, I could,
Should we get into trivia goofs?
Yeah, trivia goofs.
Okay, let's see. The first trivia: Holy Hannah. When she says "Holy Hannah," Captain Carter. The term is used a lot by her father in future episodes.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Her father becomes a pretty intricate part of the show.
Jacob.
Down the road.
Yeah.
Jacob.
Yeah. He's a good character later on.
Yeah.
And you want to do the next one?
Apparently he says, yeah. So in real life, the alien yellow sand dunes are one of two massive sulfur stockpiles at the port of Vancouver. Isn't that crazy?
Really?
Sulfur stockpile.
So do you think that stunk?
It had to. It had to.
Ew.
Smell like sulfur. That's so gross, right?
So it's an actual place?
Yeah, 5 million tons of elemental sulfur go through Vancouver each year. The blue crystals are almost the exact color and clarity of hydrated copper sulfate crystals.
Oh my gosh. I thought it was something they made like out of foam or something.
Oh no, I guess not. No, it seemed like a lot of.
Maybe I bet that stunk.
I mean, you think about how they
hear
must
the word sulfur.
They had to probably set up the cameras a couple different ways to make it look like dunes.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
sulfur.
That's crazy.
And I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
That couldn't have been a fun day of shooting.
I know. Okay, next trivia. Although there are occasional references to his ex-wife and deceased son throughout the series, this is the only time this part of Jack O'Neill's past is explored in depth.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, so you should have just waited for the trivia. Yeah, so we've talked about this before, but O'Neill's son, his name is Charlie. In the movie, his name was Tyler. And I guess they spelled Sarah O'Neill different in the film as well than they did. I don't know why that would matter, the spellings of the names, but the name of Charlie and Tyler.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, so I still don't understand why they would have even changed.
Maybe that gets into the whole politics of filmmaking and shows and
I read on Reddit.
Studios.
Oh, I got on Reddit and someone was saying that Richard Dean Anderson said that he wanted to change it so it'd be more like its own lore for the show, and I don't believe that. That just
seems, for a spelling. Yeah.
It seems like this is
a different name.
Could possibly, I mean, maybe, but I think it's probably more likely that's just some guy's fan fiction about the show, Okay.
Okay, next trivia. When the Unity crystal life form in O'Neill's form comments that Charlie loved to laugh, a poster labeled Crystal's Shapes is visible on the wall in the background. The Lego set 6190 Shark's Crystal Cave can also be seen in Charlie's room. So it's all like crystal stuff, because of the crystals.
They're going with a theme, I guess. The crystal
I didn't even notice any of that.
Yeah.
Huh.
I didn't know that either. And this is the first episode where the phrase "off-world activation" is heard.
Yeah, and you can hear it in the background.
Yeah,
it's Walter saying
that.
Walter's like, "Off-world activation, off-world activation."
This is not a drill.
This is not a drill. Okay, let's see. This is the first episode in which the gate room is referred to as such. Oh, as the gate room?
Yeah.
Really?
I guess.
Oh.
I mean, you would have thought that just would have been the common
Probably because we just know it so well as the gate room. We've probably even said it in the past episodes.
Oh, we totally have. We talked about
That's
it.
funny.
In fact, I know we talked about it in Broke a Divide when we were talking about Sam and
in the gate room. That's funny.
We were talking about. He was probably drunk. That whole thing. Okay, so Colonel O'Neill's locker is next to one labeled Ferretti. Louis Ferretti was one of the original members that went through the Stargate in the film Stargate in 1994, which he was also in the pilot of this episode, Children of the Gods. He's also comes back, I guess. He comes back later on within the Serpent's Grasp, another episode. So we'll see Ferretti again, but he is one of the OG
from the movie.
From the movie. Yeah, do you remember him and Kowalski? Ferretti and Kowalski were both in.
Is he the one in the first episode that sees the gate? The gate symbols?
Yeah, he's the one. He gets injured in the gate room.
Yeah, he gets injured and he can see.
Sees
yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so he'll be back. But apparently they just labeled the locker Ferretti because that's Ferretti's locker.
Oh, interesting. I didn't even notice that either.
Yeah. I think I noticed it, but I didn't really think anything of it. It was like, well, I know who that guy is.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, last trivia that we have. The DVD episode order differs somewhat from the broadcast order. This was the 6th episode broadcast, but is episode 7 from volume 2 on the season 1 box set.
Yeah, so they put them in different order for some reason on the DVDs. I don't know. If they... I think the order we're watching them in was the actual streaming order, but for some reason they mixed them up.
Like in the box set?
Some, whoever intern at the
packaged
company,
him.
was putting the stuff together. He
did it wrong.
Wasn't paying attention.
Way to go, intern.
Yeah,
All right, should we get some goofs?
Let's do goofs.
All right, go ahead. You want to do the first one?
Yeah. So when the real Jack is about to return through the Stargate, the iris is open. However, he could not have sent, the GDO code to open the iris because the gate was not open yet.
Huh?
Oh. So when the real Jack is about to come through, the iris is open, right? But the iris, so the only thing that opens the iris is the code, right? So that was a goof because the iris should have been closed when the gate opened.
Right.
And then he puts his code through, and that opens the iris.
And then it opens the iris.
But the iris was already open. The iris was open when they dialed it. So anything could have come through.
Right.
There was no... So that was a goof. I get it. Okay.
I get it. Okay. All right. Okay, next goof. The alien, as Jack O'Neill, visits the room of Jack's dead son at his ex-wife's house in Colorado. On the wall is a poppy pin used by Canadians and most of the British Commonwealth to mark November 11th, Remembrance Day. While the U.S. also uses November 11th to observe Veterans Day, poppy pins are not used. An American boy would not own a poppy pin. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So a little Canadian culture crossover, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, they filmed this in Canada, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing, I guess, is also poppy related. Poppies are used in the U.S. on the Friday before. Poppies are used in the U.S. on the Friday before Memorial Day in late May to honor fallen service members and support living veterans. They can be flowers or pins.
I've never even heard the term. That's interesting.
I haven't either.
Poppy pins. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Last goof that we have. It's a long one. I'm probably not going to get it. Sam tells... It's going to be like a math problem.
Story problem.
Sam tells Tilk she could tell a Goa'uld energy weapon destroyed the crystals because a melted edge looked like the walls of the gate room after Apophysis guards shot up the place. Yet Tilk was one of Apophis's guards who shot up the gate room, referring to the pilot's opening scene. Sam acts like she doesn't know this, and perhaps she doesn't, as Tilk may not have shared this fact, but he was debriefed thoroughly when he came to Earth, and his morals go against holding back that sort of information.
Huh. So what they're saying is...
I get it.
Yeah, so Tilk was one of the people who shot up the gate room.
Yeah.
And she ought to know that.
That's where she should.
But
it seems very like
that's kind of...
Well, and maybe it's one of those things like we know you did that, but we won't bring it up.
Yeah.
You know, we'll just...
Right.
We understand. Okay, we're just going to... We'll just keep this between us. We don't need to say it out loud.
We're not going to make this into an issue.
Yeah. We'll just keep you out of it.
HR is fully aware of the situation.
we know what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
They're just being nice.
Yeah, totally.
All right, so that's it for goofs.
Goofs, yeah. So, indeed count...
Zero.
Still zero.
Still zero.
For crying out loud in this episode, also zero.
Ooh.
He does not ever say it in this episode.
Interesting.
You think he could have thrown one in when he was like, after he had just come, when they were watching him through the camera.
Yeah, he could have been like, for crying out loud,
yeah.
Let me out of this room.
Yeah. That would have been a perfect spot for crying out loud.
For crying out loud, it's like something my parents always said. You know, it's such an old person saying.
Yeah, as we're so young.
Yeah, we are.
It's all right. It's only a number. That's my mom always says. It's only a number.
40 is the new 20.
Yeah, 40 is the new 30.
Yeah.
No, wait. Is that right? 40 is the new 30. Or is it the opposite?
40 is
the new
20 or 30.
30.
Right? So like
yeah, that's right. 40 is the new it's not the opposite. It's not 30 is the new 40. It would be 40 is the new 30.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, she says that every birthday.
Every birthday.
You know what they say? 40 is the new 30.
Do
50
they?
is the new 40.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay. Do we have the line of the episode?
Well, should we do this? Should we do the Chevron rating?
Oh yeah. I forgot about Chevron rating. Okay. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
So the Chevron rating is 1 to 9, 9 being the best. I give this one 8.
I was going to give it an 8 too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's an 8.
Yeah.
Can we do yeah.
You can even do 8.5.
You could we'll say you can do 8. We can say you can do 8.
We can do half chevrons.
Half chevrons.
Yeah. I think that's okay.
But I think it's an 8.
Yeah.
It's a good one. It's
It's really
there.
good. Good background, everything. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
All right. Well, why don't you do the line of the episode?
Okay, now line of the episode, which we've said it many times through this whole episode, but it's Captain Carter. Samantha Carter says it, and she says, "Holy Hannah."
Holy Hannah.
Holy Hannah?
Yeah. Holy Hannah is right. I'm going to start
Which
saying
she apparently gets from her dad. So
yeah. Yeah.
There we go.
You're right. I'm sure that's the way it would work. I was thinking that she got it from him or he got it from her, but that wouldn't make sense.
No.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for watching or listening.
Hope you liked that episode as much as we did.
Yeah,
Let us know your thoughts.
Yeah. Subscribe from anywhere you can get podcasts or YouTube or whatever. We would love to hear from you in the comments. Give us a rating. *X@GroovyDane. If you want to send us an email, we would love any number of those things. One or many, whichever you would like to do. However much you want to engage with our podcast, we would love it. So, yeah.
Word.
Yeah. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
And
until next time. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, do you want to say it?
I don't know what you're going to say.
Well, that's the sign off line.
Oh, I
Sign
don't remember.
line.
Sign off line. Go.
Until next time. Wait.
Oh, keep solving for X, right?
Yep. I was going to say until next week, but next time it's all the same. So yeah, join us next week for the next episode, which I don't know what it is, but it's coming up next week.
Thanks.